Guess what's coming to dinner? Guess what's coming to dinner? Welcome to another show of Guess What's Coming to Dinner. I'm one of the hosts, Darrah Lashley.
I'm Salome Denoon.
Michael Dwayne Paylor. Welcome to another show.
And we are joined by Maria
Plasencia.
Thank you so much. I am so sorry. I did not get that pronunciation before we started. My bad.
That's okay.
But welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I'm excited.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Just let it run.
Sorry.
Excited because the whole team is here.
Yes.
Maria started with us.
Yes.
Explain that.
So when we had this idea for this podcast, actually Maria reached out to me and she's like, hey, you guys, you have something here, but let me show you how to fix it. And so
It wasn't. Not fix. I was just like, here are my 2 cents. Here are some ideas. Use whatever you want. Like,
yeah.
But they were great
it was
ideas.
great, and it kind of like gave us like a blueprint of how we could fix things, and it's been fun. So thank you.
Yes.
And we're so happy that you're here. The whole crew's here.
Do you want me to put the AC on?
Could you please? I'm dying.
Oh God.
It is. It's
I'm
now
like,
starting to get warm. And then
Yeah.
like the ramen, that's
Yeah.
gonna make it warmer.
Oh my God, please.
So dramatic.
So today we're having chicken ramen and sushi.
Yes.
Delicious.
So
Yes.
excited about this.
Yeah. So we're gonna start. Do we start with the random fact of the episode?
Yes.
All right. So the random fact of the episode is blood can be used as a substitute for eggs. Did you guys know that?
What?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, like how I guess how you put eggs in like your cake or whatever, and that kind of like binds it. If you don't have eggs, you can use blood.
What type of blood?
Any type of blood.
Oh.
Sweeney Todd taught you that. Haven't you
Thank
seen
you.
Sweeney Todd? But
Well, I
there
have,
are
but-
blood puddings. So
But like that's not real blood, is it?
it's like pig's blood.
Oh.
Stop. I did not know that.
Yeah, I think it's pig's blood. And what's the yeah?
Not interested.
So yeah.
That's gross.
I would just
How?
go to the market and buy some eggs.
I don't know. I like to try.
You would try eating some things
Yeah, like
blood?
with blood. Yeah, I would love to try just to see, just a little piece, just a little taste. No,
No.
Maria.
I'm not sure if I'm with you.
No.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe if I would have to eat it and not know that that's what it is, and then after you can tell me, and I'd be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
interesting. But
Knowing that it's blood before you eat it, that would
Yeah.
be difficult.
See, that's
for
that's.
I don't think I would want to know even after the fact. Like, if you tell me we're fighting, you put blood in my food.
just
pig's blood.
pig's blood. I just don't know if I would want that.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to try just to see.
Well,
I don't even like raw steak. You know, some people eat it raw or rare.
Yeah, I had a coworker who ate his meat really raw. There was this particular time I was at work. There was like a barbecue, and I was like manning the grill. And he comes up and he's like, "Oh, I like my patty really raw." And I was like, "Okay." He was like, "No, I mean, like just unfrozen." And as soon as the patty was like just flexible, he asked me to take it and he ate it.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Oh, but you can eat something with blood in it?
I'll try it
Right.
once. No,
I don't know.
I don't know. I should look it up on DoorDash or something.
Okay, so
see.
I've never had like official ramen before.
okay.
I just grew up eating
Oodles and noodles.
oodles and noodles.
So this is your
a
first
lot.
time?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
So
Mine too, actually. I've never had
Oh my God.
ramen before, so I'm excited.
I'm supposed to put this into the soup?
No,
No,
you put the
you
soup
put the
into.
soup.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? That would have been crazy.
Okay, So we're going to start by asking you the question that we ask everyone. What inspired you to be an actor?
I know.
Sometimes it's so.
That's a really great question. You know, I feel like I've always liked the idea of, like, for me, it's like play, right? And, like, for me, it really feels like it goes back to, like, I grew up watching a bunch of TV, and, like, that's pretty much how I learned English, was by watching TV. Because I moved to the United States when I was, like, 2. And, like, my parents didn't know English very well, so, like, I really leaned into the TV. And I don't know. As a kid, I was like, Mom, I want to be on Disney Channel.
Oh, my God. That was my thing, too.
And I don't know. I mean, I was, like, a theater kid in middle school. And then in, like, high school and college, I kind of cooled it because I was like, you can't really make a living out of doing something like that. Or, like, I don't know. I was sort of like, it's time to grow up now. STEM only. And then in college, I just felt myself gravitating back towards it. And I was like, let me just take a class. And my school has a pretty good drama program, and I had seen a few of their productions, and I was like, even, like, obviously it's not going to be the same level of class as those actors are taking, but man, at least if I'm in the building, that seems like fun. And it was a lot of fun, and then it got cut short by COVID, and then I ended up moving to Philly, and then after a while I was like, man, I was having a lot of fun. Maybe I should try finding something local, and then that's sort of when I found Playhouse West, and that's why I decided to, start taking classes.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Aren't we so
And now
happy
we're
that
here.
you did? Yes.
And now we're here.
So, what type of shows were you watching? You said you were watching, like, Disney Channel. So, what influenced you?
I mean, I guess, if we're talking, like, how I really, really learned English, that was through, like, Dexter's Laboratory.
What?
That
I
was
love
my
Dexter.
show. Yeah, I was, like, a Cartoon Network kid. What else? Powerpuff Girls. I watched a lot of TV. I was, like, a Nickelodeon kid and a Disney kid. So, I don't know. I guess it was, like, growing up with, like, the hype of, like, Hannah Montana. That was nuts. I got to see her when I was, like, in 4th grade, and that was, like, the most surreal experience that you could give to a 4th grader because she was on tour with the Jonas Brothers.
Oh, wow.
So it was, like, Hannah Montana / Miley Cyrus. So the first half of the concert, she has her little blonde wig on, and then the Jonas Brothers come out, and then when she comes back out, she's Miley Cyrus. It was,
That's
it was
cool.
nuts.
That's cool.
They made that girl work twice a
fun.
show.
They made her work, yeah.
Yep.
So, has attending, like, acting school helped you in personal areas of your life? And if so, like, how?
That's another good question. Wow. I think the whole part of acting that I really like and it's really helpful is just because I feel like I get to know myself a lot better. So I feel like it's helped me grow in a lot of different areas of my life, just in terms of, like, confidence, self-exploration, like, I don't know. Sometimes you end up doing shit that you didn't think you were capable of doing, and then you do that, and you're like, oh, I hope no one was watching. But, yeah, I feel like I've gotten to know myself a lot better, and I feel more, I don't know. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is an experience I'm having over here.
Right? It's really good.
It's good. Question. So you took a class previously before Playhouse. Was that the only one before? And was it also a class that taught a technique?
Yeah, that was pretty much the only other class I'd taken. I mean, if you don't count, like, 5th grade. And it was an interesting experience. I feel like the course was technically called, like, acting for non-majors. So they did a lot of more experimental movement sort of thing. Like, come to class and this time you're gonna perform a song from The Lion King, but you can only move. It was like, it was out there. It was out there. It was pretty kooky, but it was a good time. It was very different.
That was a college class?
Yes. Can you believe that? Yeah.
They hustled.
Listen, I don't even want to talk about college.
I know.
But it's also, like, for me, the whole, man, it's frustrating because, like, I graduated in 2020, but because of the pandemic, it feels like those years, like, I don't know, the last 2 years or however much after the pandemic, like, those years felt like they didn't happen.
Yeah.
So, for, like, a while, until, like, pretty recently, it's always like, what was the last thing you did? And I was like, it was college. And it's like, oh, college was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's time to move on. But it's hard because it feels like that was like the last thing I kind of did because I've just been working remotely since then. So.
Yeah, COVID.
Now that you're pursuing acting, who that is working now would you say you would like to model your career after? Not to say that you're going to be just like them, but like who's really someone that you're looking at that inspires you?
Oh, man. I don't know. I feel like Anya Taylor-Joy's had a really good career.
Do y'all know who that is?
Queen's Gambit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like she's sort of skyrocketing, and it's been interesting to sort of follow her career. Florence Pugh. I love Florence Pugh. Do you guys know who Florence Pugh is? Midsummer. You guys haven't seen Midsummer? No, that's okay.
Wait, Midsummer, that scary shit?
Yeah.
On where she sets her boyfriend on fire at the end in the fucking bear costume? That shit. I was like, what the actual fuck is happening in this movie?
Yeah.
Okay,
a trip.
so yeah, no, it's a trip. I mean, I don't recommend it because that's not my thing, but it was interesting.
I really liked it, but I also
I'm sorry.
like horror and like thrillers
you-
and that kind of stuff. So it's interesting because I feel like both of them sort of had their starts in more thriller horror kind of
because
things.
she was in Split.
She was in Split,
Yeah, the
yeah.
other girl was in Split.
So
Which I actually liked Split. Split
I
was
really
great.
enjoyed Split.
Yeah,
I had like a
Split was
mental
awesome.
breakdown while I was watching Split. That's when you know it's good.
I know, no, it was, that Split was great.
How do you balance, like, because I'll be freaking honest, man. Some days I don't show up to class because I didn't get to memorize my
Spoon.
my spoon. And I've been meaning to get to it, but then like things just get in the way, you know? So how do you balance your personal life with your pursuit of acting?
Honestly, I'm still trying to figure that out. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. And like, I don't know, balancing like a full-time job and then that, it makes it really difficult. I feel like most of the time I just end up having to carve out time where I'm saying like from this time to this time, that's when I'm going to sit down and I'm actually going to do work.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll end up, like I'm usually at the school pretty early. So during that time, I'm like, this is the time that I'll use to sort of prepare. But most of the time, because we do spoons on Monday,
Yeah.
Sunday, that's usually when I start at least trying to decode them.
Okay.
So
Wow, good for you. I could not only do it in one day. I needed to start on like Wednesday at least to get it together.
Yeah.
For the people who are listening or watching who may not know what spoons are, could you explain what that process is?
Okay, well, Eggerly Masters wrote an anthology called the Spoon River Anthology, which is a book of poems by that come from people from their grave, right? Like they're dead, talking about their life and their experience in this town, Spoon River. And it's our job for the assignment to bring in the speech, memorize it. And the reason we're saying decode it is because it's written in Old English. So we have to figure out sometimes what is actually being said. And yeah, we just bring it in and present it in a way that makes it not sound like a speech or a poem. but you're conveying the feeling and the message of the speech. Does that make sense? Is that right?
No.
Oh.
I got it. So what was it? You just wasn't listening to my friend, or what's going on?
Oh God.
Because
When you
I
said it
understood what was
in
said.
Old English. Do you mean like hear he, that type of like speaking?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I feel
Yes, it's all
English.
English. Yes. Like the one that you worked on, Maria. What was that, Mrs. When he got her pregnant was
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I forgot, but it goes Henry got me with child.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's
so it's
that's
old English. So what's a performance or role that you're proud of?
that's a good question. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I haven't, maybe I feel like I don't have enough experience, or maybe I just don't. I try to black out things after I do them.
Yeah.
So it's like, I did the thing, I blacked out. I don't remember it.
No, I see. Yeah.
So I don't really know. I mean, I've liked a lot of the scenes that I've done in class. Makes me feel pretty good when we finish those. I like the scene that we did.
Yeah.
I like the scene that we're doing now.
Yeah.
It's gonna feel really good.
I know.
that one done.
Oh my goodness. It's been a journey.
Did you just work on something? You were just working on something recently.
Oh yeah. A short
Yeah.
film?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So last month I worked on 3 student short films.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So they were all pretty cool. 2 of them were more experimental.
Okay.
So that one was interesting. I read the script and I was like, okay, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but I'll do whatever you need me to do.
right. Be the vessel.
Exactly.
Did you have to get naked?
Oh God, no.
Oh my God.
No. Probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Right. For a student film?
For a
No, you
student
got
film?
to pay me my
Absolutely.
money.
Some of them be asking those actors to do some.
Yeah.
It's, they're getting a little bold with their
Strange.
questions.
They
No
are.
change.
I mean, maybe if it's coming from NYU or, one
Yeah,
of those,
maybe.
because
Maybe.
Really?
maybe.
I mean, if
It's
it's
a
like
great program, if it's
yeah.
an amazing program, and
But you
they're
don't
pumping
know.
out. That's true.
They could still be
That's
the
true.
worst in
You're
their
right.
freaking school.
That is very true. You are correct. I digress.
I just don't understand why.
I
I'm like,
know.
out of all, not to get gross, but I mean, not out of all the titties in the sea, I don't think you want to see mine.
Oh, God.
Like if I'm being honest,
No.
So yeah, I just don't know if that's for me. But power to you.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you audition? How did you find these student films?
Yeah. I auditioned for 2 of them. The other one of them I got because someone else had seen me do work with someone, which was nice. But I saw them just on film.org. Yeah.
Okay.
Around this time, a lot of Drexel students have a project that they need to do.
Yeah.
So you'll just see 10 postings. And I'll be like, let me just throw my resume everywhere and see if anything sticks.
Right. Is
Yeah.
Drexel a good program? Do they have a good program at Drexel? Do you know?
I think it's a pretty good program. I liked a lot of the people that I worked with.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had
good
a
to
lot
know.
of fun working with them, and they were all pretty much sophomores or juniors. Some of them had a couple of seniors on set, but it's cool when they're all working together and they all have an area that they're working on. There's some,
Specializing.
yeah, it's really cool. I feel like it's a great way to learn
Yeah.
because you really just learn so much, even just from people who they themselves are technically starting out.
Right. So then, how do you select roles and projects that you want to pursue? So let's say you're reading their, you said they're 10 listings. So how do you choose which one that how do you?
If I maybe fit the description,
Yeah.
I'll reach out. Yeah. Yeah. At this point, I'm just trying to,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get jobs,
I see.
So I'm not picky. I'm just shoot me. I'll just, even if it might be for a male role, where if I read the description, I'm Maybe.
Yeah.
Why not? I'll send my stuff over, but.
And then, like, how do you prepare for auditions or performances?
You know, a lot of this stuff is still, like, there's still things that I'm trying to figure out. Like,
What are you trying to figure out?
like how to really prepare for these things. Because I'm like, I feel like there's different ways of going about things, right?
What process? The auditioning process?
Yeah, like the auditioning process. I feel like emotional preparation. I feel like in-person auditions. I did those for the first time this past month, and I was like, oh, like it's a quick turnaround. And I feel like, especially being at the school and then having to go through spoons, I feel like spoons have been really helpful because I'm like, oh, I get it. Like you start like, it's sort of like you start having things from class sort of be really applicable, and you're like, okay, I understand why we do these now.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Tony always refers to it as rehearsals. Even when you bring it into class and present it, it's still a rehearsal because you're rehearsing for when you go out there in the world and start applying those skills and techniques.
Yeah.
So what methods do you use, Marie, to connect with your character and bring them to life?
That I'm gonna say that's another good question. I'm gonna say that after everything because it just gives me more time to think. But I don't know. I feel like what I try to do is just try to like, fully understand them. So like who they are, where are they at, what's happened to them. So I sort of get an idea of who the person is. And if I don't have a lot of information, just kind of build my own stuff. But in terms of, I do a lot of journaling, and then like I'll do different kinds of journaling. I feel like that's helpful. I've tried making playlists
Different
before.
kinds? Like, that's what I do.
Yeah,
I definitely do a playlist.
Yeah.
But what different types of journaling? Can you elaborate?
Like I'll journal about them, and then I'll try to journal from like their point of view.
Oh, cool! I like that.
So
Yeah.
we're figuring things out.
I could get that.
So I mean, because it's sort of like
We'll try that next character.
Yeah,
No,
sure. I like that idea.
I feel like
Thank
it can
you for
help.
sharing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I'm still experimenting with a lot of this stuff, trying to figure out what moves me and what not. But that's pretty much what I would do. I do a lot of like daydreaming or like visualizations too.
Okay, now you're talking my language. I know about daydreaming. But going back to that playlist thing, are you just listening to music when you should be rehearsing?
No, like I genuinely, I'm not a huge music listener.
Why?
I just don't know. Like for me, I'm one of those people who like maybe I'll find a song or like an artist that I like, and then I'll just play the same thing over and over and over until I get sick of it, and then I'll move on. So it's like right now, for example, like I'm in an Eagles kick, so like I'll just listen to the Eagles like top hits like over and over and over, and I found like my 5 or whatever songs that I really like, and I'll play those. Like I'm planning on those being like my most listened to songs when the Spotify Wrapped comes out, which is like, I don't know, maybe it's like a patience thing. Sometimes I feel like I don't have enough patience to just let myself sit there and like find new music. I know it's limiting, but maybe that's something I can work on.
You know what I start to do? So what I would do is, let's see, the character in I forgot the name, but she was kind of like really anxious, and the person that she liked, it was the one that I played with AJ. I don't remember the name of that, but she like threw the water on him and hit him in the face.
You got to slap AJ?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, it was glorious. Yeah. But she was really anxious, and she loved this guy, and they had slept together, and he was sneaking out the next morning and not saying goodbye, so she got like really anxious and stuff. So I started out like with one song that I thought was gonna fit that, and then I just let YouTube auto populate whatever.
Oh, I
So,
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, that's
Do the
so
shuffle.
smart.
Yeah,
That's,
I
yeah.
Find a song that
Yeah.
you already like, and then start a radio
Yeah, and
playlist.
then-
That's
Yeah.
a smarter
That
idea.
is so
I literally
smart.
like go through.
Yeah,
my
I tried doing
that
library,
too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like pick.
No.
So I.
But that's music that you already like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you
Which makes
discover.
it harder
But then
to
you're-
like make that playlist because it's
Yeah.
like you're already. I don't know. I feel like it's too much of myself.
Yeah.
Giving
See,
to
I like that
something
part
else.
of it though.
Yeah.
I like the part of me finding those different, because music, depending on who the artist is, what the song is about, the feel of it always makes me feel like a different part of myself.
Yeah.
So it can, I don't know, it just helps bring that out. So if I pick it from songs that I have already in my library, sometimes it's a way I like listening to it more, and I will listen to it more, because then since I'm a singer, I'll sing along, and when you're singing, you get into the feel of it. You know what I mean? Like you get into the space of where this person is coming from. So that's kind of why I approach it that way.
What's a role that you love to play in the future?
Like, what do you like? A movie that hasn't been made yet, or like a role that hasn't been made yet, or could I reprise?
I guess reprise something. Just like
Oh.
okay, like me, I would love to play like a mobster or like a sexy type. Yeah. So what's like your fantasy of a role that you'll want to play?
Oh man,
I'm gonna pick my fork back
I
up.
don't know. I think it would be fun to be in something like Mad Max.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Like, you're just sitting there fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Like, that seems great.
Yeah.
What was I watching recently that I was just like, that just looks like a lot of fun?
Mm.
The most recent Fast and Furious movie.
Oh yeah.
That
Want to be in a
just-
fast movie?
I mean, if they come asking me, I'm not going to say no. Who am I? But I don't know. I like a lot of things. I mean, I really love, like, horror.
Yeah.
So I think that would be fun. I feel like that just would be so cathartic to just, like,
Yeah.
get out all the fear at once. I don't know. It might
Would
be
you want to be
exhausting.
I can't
like
do
the
it.
killer or one of the potential victims?
Either or.
Either or.
Either or, yeah.
So, what other roles are off the table? Oh well, not that. That's not necessarily a role, but what are things are like off the table?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty open
Yeah.
to a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, why not? That's part of the fun is like you get to try new things. You get to put yourself, or like, not put yourself in different mindsets, but like, try to find parts of you that relate to whatever it is that you're trying
Yeah.
to do. And I feel like, I don't know, at this point in my life, I'm very open to a lot of things.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How do you, in the beginning, right? Like when I first started Playhouse West, it was fun, I think. But then when we really, really got into it, I always go back to fences, right? Because I remember like when we did the drawing activities into fences, he was like, stop. Do you know what it's like to be broken? Because I went and we did the activity and I was really angry, right? And when he gave me criticism, I cried. And I cried all week until the Monday rolled around to go back to class. So how do you deal with criticism? Like, have you ever cried? Have you ever gone home and cried?
Oh, all the time. What do you mean? Well, first off, you were amazing in fences,
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
for sure.
you.
like maybe the
I
criticism.
cried, yeah. 'Cause I cried all week.
You cried all week. It helped
Yeah.
with something at least.
Yeah.
I don't know. Criticism's hard. I don't think anyone likes criticism.
Yeah.
I mean, I welcome it, right? I try to be better about taking it lately, but I'm a sensitive person. I mean, I guess we all are. That's kind of why we
Yes.
like acting. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like a place where you're encouraged to be sensitive. And I'm
Right.
like, okay, it's okay for me to cry here. I'll cry all the fucking time.
Yeah.
You know? I guess, I don't know. I try to not take it personally, if possible. if I'm going to be upset about it, I'll let myself be upset and then just say, have your moment, move on.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you're done feeling upset, be like, okay, now what can I work on from whatever was said?
Right.
But, yeah.
Cool.
That sounds really mature, that approach. Like, how often do you actually find yourself being able to go through that process?
I mean, I feel like more recently I've let myself just, like, if I'm going to be upset, I'm going to be upset whether or not I let myself, so I might as well just let myself be upset.
And lean into it, right?
Yeah, like,
Just let
it's
it
fine.
wash over you like maybe the waves of a shore. I made this analogy that the guys didn't care for, but I think you would have agreed.
Okay, what is it?
I don't want to get into it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It's
No.
cool to get into it because it's a previous episode, right? So
It would be a previous episode, but
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't know.
you can tell me
yeah.
afterwards.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, you tell her afterwards. You don't
Okay,
want to get
off
into
the
it right
mic.
now.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll respect that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finally, some respect around here.
Yeah.
So what's the game plan, Maria? What's the game plan? What are some of your future goals as an actor? Like, where do you see this thing going? Like, are you like big time Viola Davis, or like you just want to wake up every day and do a role and be happy? What's the game plan?
I'm going wherever the wind takes me.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like it. I
I'm
like
just-
it.
Roll with the wind.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
here.
You have to have a plan.
Time.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can come up with plans, but at the end of the day, what's meant
Right.
to happen will happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be taking classes. I'll try different ways of getting involved, you know, different projects. And again, whatever happens, happens. If it's meant for me, it'll come to me. And if it's not, then it wasn't for me. So,
I see.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love
One
that.
way to look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for Let Me Ask You Something, right? So now we gotta get into the game. I wanted to call this game No Cap. Michael said we need to call it the No Shitters Ball.
No
Whatever.
cap.
I
Can
said
no
somebody
shit has
The-
balls.
Can
Bullshit
someone
is
explain
ball.
this
That's
to
what-
me? Actually, can we pause there because
And this
I
is the
just
reason why he said we shouldn't call it No Cap. But go
okay.
ahead.
Can we
Can
just
you
pause
stop
there?
interrupting Darrah?
Because wow. Anyway,
Go ahead, Darrah.
I was watching. What was I watching? Oh, I was watching Ghost, like the Power book,
yeah.
of, and they kept saying that's Cat. That's Cat. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What are they talking? What is Cat? I don't understand what it is.
Cat means like lie, you lying. And while I was researching, like, you know, Maria,
I mean, I
this
picked
is,
that up
this
from
is
the
like
context clues, but-
one thing I like about like like the podcast, the learning experience, because we actually made this game from like scratch, right?
Yeah.
And so I got to research Cap and where it came from, and there's
Yes,
this
please
whole
tell me.
child. I don't remember.
It's such an
Oh,
old
all
slang
right.
word.
I have to.
Yeah, but it is old. It
I
is
did
old.
not know. I had
didn't know
never
that.
heard of Cat.
Yeah, it's
I've
old.
never heard
though.
of it.
It's not something new.
That's
It
Cap.
came from like
wow.
She heard
yeah,
about
it came from like the like bluffing, like games where they bluff, like card games where they bluff and stuff like that. That's where it came from.
That makes sense.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Right. So I wanted to call it No Cap, but Michael said, "Oh, we're dating ourselves. Let's call it something else."
No, we're not
So-
dating ourselves because I heard that in a very recent show. Cap.
Cap is being the kids use cap.
Yeah, the
nowadays.
kid. That's what it is.
where
It's the
I thought it
kids.
came from.
The kids
from
use
the
Cap.
kids
Yeah.
using it. Yeah.
Well, I guess the kids now they use it, but it's been around for some time. So we're gonna pass this ball around because we do that a lot. We pass this ball around, right?
Okay.
And you're gonna read it, right? Michael, how does it go?
All right. Oh my God. So we'll all each take turns taking one of the papers out of the bowl. We're gonna read what's on the bowl. The point is
On the paper.
Yeah.
you are going to try to bluff everyone else into believing what you're reading is true. You want to give me one for an example?
Okay. Yes.
Right before you read it, I don't know if she printed it on here. Oh, so before it was called No Cap, it was called No Bullshit. We were going to use
No,
the phrase
no.
No Bullshit in front of all of the statements. So I'm going to say something, and You either call bullshit or no bullshit,
I want cake.
whether or not you believe what I'm saying is true.
Okay.
Got it. No bullshit. I know the Bayside High Gang's hangout spot on Saved by the Bell.
Bullshit. See? I
That's
call
cat.
bullshit. I don't think. Bullshit. I don't
Sorry.
think you know that.
You guys want anything?
Oh, sure.
The hangout spot on Saved by the Bell. The
No.
name of the restaurant they used to go to after school. You
Right.
don't think I know that?
Do you know that? Am I just
So-
okay?
Since she called bullshit, if I do know that, she has to take a shot. Or she loses something.
of sake?
I
That's
guess.
dangerous. That's
But we
dangerous.
can't. Well, not everybody can drink.
Well, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But you don't
I'm
have
not
to.
drinking,
But that's
yeah.
yeah. Thank you.
That's how we constructed the game.
Okay. Okay. I think I get it.
Yes.
All right, but I still call bullshit though.
I know the name of the,
What is it?
I don't.
See? What is it?
it's called The Den.
Oh, you better drink something. It's not called the Den.
What's it called?
It is not called the Den.
Wait, do we have the answer?
We don't have the answer,
I
but
just
we
gave
can
you the
find
answer.
it. It is not the Den. It is not the Den.
That was gonna be my next question. How do we know if it's
Hold
true
on.
or not?
Right.
So there should be like a super penalty for you not knowing that what I just said was true. And then trying to like Google it.
It's not called the Den. It's not called the Den. Come on now. Hold on. It's called the Max. So you go ahead and you get two of them.
But it was the Max Den. I forgot the
I
one
hate
part.
you. No, it's not. It's just called
Whatever.
the Max.
But that's
What
the
are
name.
you
But
going
that's
to
it. That's it. So
Okay.
Okay.
Try it out.
Okay, let's see.
Take some time. Read it over to yourself.
Look at this.
And then put your poker face on.
So do we all pick one at the same time, or
No.
Oh.
Just yeah.
I'll pick a different one.
No.
I can't pick a different one.
No.
No. So it's up to us
What
now.
is like?
So we already know that you don't know.
Well, then
Yeah,
let me start.
fine.
Then, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Jeez.
Why can't I open this?
I
What's
think you
happening
gotta
here?
like cut the thing first. Cut the.
No bullshit. I know the name of the sitcom character who died due to licking envelopes with toxic glue.
Bullshit.
It was Jim.
Huh?
Jim.
Jim.
Yeah, that's the character's name.
Really?
Yes.
Character's
You're
name
so full
from
of
what?
shit. You're so full of shit.
Read that again.
Oh my
It's
God.
gonna be that good. I know the name of the sitcom character who died due to licking envelopes with toxic glue.
What show though?
It doesn't say.
Sitcom.
Shows. Sitcoms.
Did you all work together to make these up?
No.
No.
Oh, so she knows all the answers.
No, I don't. I made sure that I didn't look at the answer, so I don't know
It's
the
kind of
answer.
vague. Could be any. Could be The Simpsons for all I know.
Are The Simpsons considered a sitcom?
I don't know if they
Animated
consider
one.
it. Let's see.
Situational comedy.
But. Huh.
All right, let's put that one on hold.
So it's from Seinfeld,
Mm.
and George's fiance died from repeatedly licking low quality glue on envelopes because he was too stingy to pay for anything better.
Oh my God.
That's so stupid.
All right, your turn, friend.
Oh.
That shouldn't count anyway.
Why?
Because it was too
Why?
vague.
It was
what
pretty
show?
vague. So every
That's
time.
important information.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
All right.
We already know Darrah lives under a rock, so whatever she says, she's
Oh
wrong.
my god.
Wow, that's rude.
Oh, this cake.
Oh.
Okay, so you already let us know that you know.
No bullshit. I know the name of the prince we met on the 10th of September 1990 that resided with his auntie and uncle.
We all know that.
The Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. Why you face like that? Fix your face.
Now, you fucker.
Let me see. No bullshit. Oh, no bullshit. I know the name of the TV show whose theme song is "Hey Baby, I Hear the Blues Are Calling," tossed salads and scrambled eggs. Michael knows this too.
No bullshit.
No bullshit. You guys
It's our
don't know the
favorite
show.
show.
This is my favorite. I watch it every night. Every single night before bed. Frasier?
Oh, I
Oh,
don't.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. I actually didn't watch
You
it.
have
either.
feelings, why don't you?
Kelsey Grammer.
My baby, he could get it.
I like Kelsey Grammer.
Oh, he could get it. I don't care. He could get it.
Oh, that's Kelsey.
I don't care. He could get it. Him and the guy Tony Shalhoub that plays Monk. Yeah. Babe, right there.
I don't know Monk.
Oh,
The main character from Monk?
yes.
He always kind of look weird.
I don't give a shit. I like his weird ass.
No bullshit. I know what Dorothy's job was on The Golden Girls. Do you even know what the show Golden Girls was?
I know what the Golden Girls are. I've never seen it.
Never seen it,
No.
so you don't know her job.
Bullshit, you don't know. Bullshit.
Darrah?
I don't know.
So you don't.
I love the Golden Girls, but I don't know what she did.
I'm not asking you if you know. Do you?
Oh,
think
do I think you know?
Yeah.
No.
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 Y'all don't believe in me.
You
No.
don't know.
I do.
What was it?
Dorothy. She was a retired pharmacist.
You know what? I watched Frasier and the Golden Girls are shows I watch every night.
Really?
Bet on it. I'm
Is that
watching
why
them.
these are freaking in here?
She was a substitute teacher. Thank you very much.
That's what she did after she retired from the pharmacy.
That lady was
Oh,
never in
God.
no damn pharmacy.
It was in this first season.
That she. What? Maria, read, please, before we have like a whole
Okay,
argument,
I'll
please.
pick a new one. Yeah,
How
don't
was
worry.
that thing? Strawberry.
It's really good.
Is it?
I'm loving it.
I need a fork. I'm like here, eating with my hands.
I can tell by your eyes.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to read.
Okay.
No bullshit. I know the name of the TV show that invented the rerun to allow its star time to recover during and after pregnancy.
Bullshit.
All right. I think I know it, but I'm pretty sure it was before your time.
It was before all of our times, actually.
So bullshit.
Okay, bullshit.
Really?
You don't know it?
No.
What was it?
I'm gonna say I Love Lucy.
Yes, I Love Lucy.
Oh, wow. What was the spinoff?
No, it wasn't a spinoff. They
It was
invented
reruns.
reruns.
Oh, they invented reruns.
Yeah. So they were the first to do it.
Very cool.
Good
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
That was progressive of them.
Yeah.
I think she probably.
It was
Made-
it was him though.
Her
It was her
husband?
husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. No bullshit. I know the instrument the mother played in How I Met Your Mother.
I mean, you're saying it really confidently, so I believe you.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you either.
I don't know it.
I
I have no idea. Oh, sorry.
Oh, so
What
that's the
was it,
trick. We gotta read it
probably a
confidently.
Huh? What
Do
was
y'all
it?
even know?
No.
It's a trumpet. Or it's
Oh,
like a
really? Was it?
French. I have the shape of it in my head.
But it was a horn instrument.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure. I'm pretty sure.
I gave up on that
Let me
show.
see. I gave up on it too.
I never
Like,
watched
enough's
it.
enough.
So.
Ooh.
I don't care how you met
All right.
these kids, mama.
No bullshit. Can I go ahead, Maria? Or are you looking
Oh
it
no,
up?
you can go.
No,
ahead.
you.
Oh,
no,
you want me
go
to?
ahead.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
let me go.
yeah.
I
I'll-
think it was a French horn. But
I think it was.
I'm gonna wait till Maria finds.
Let me see.
Is that okay?
She was a bass player in a band.
Was she?
the actor or the character.
No, it was a French horn. It was a French horn. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
cool. Okay. No bullshit. I know where the Jeffersons were moving on up to.
As in what? The name of the building or the city?
Michael just likes to give people a
No
hard time.
bullshit.
Ignore him.
I'm gonna reset before I like reach over the fucking table.
But what is the
No
answer?
bullshit. I know where the Jeffersons were moving on up to.
So the
I think
the
I
city.
believe you. I think you know.
They were moving on up to the east side.
Of what?
The east side.
What city?
We're moving on up to the east side.
Of what?
To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
No bullshit. I know the name of the knee Gans bat on The Walking Dead.
You don't.
Oh, Negan's bad.
You
No,
know how I
don't.
know she don't?
Because she...
Butchered the name.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't want to say this name, so that's going to give me away.
Yeah.
My bad.
But that's it. Yay.
Does anyone know? I didn't watch The Walking Dead, so
I
don't
haven't
know.
watched
I haven't
it
watched
either.
it either. Yeah.
Oh, the show, it was good in the beginning. The bat's name was Lucille.
Yes.
Lucille.
Oh, there you go.
He
You
named
know
it after
something.
his wife who died.
Oh.
In The Walking Dead, or?
Well, yeah, the character.
Well, I mean, was she okay?
Well, she had cancer, and when the world went to shit, he was trying to take care of her, and then he went to get some, I forget what it is exactly, but it was just something she needed.
And the zombie got her.
No, she was trying to encourage him to leave her, and she knew he wouldn't, so while he was out trying to get it, she killed herself to free him.
Jesus.
Sad.
How depressing.
That's why he turned into a villain. It's a really good backstory for him, because when they first introduced that character, it, like, your guts are just turning just whenever he talks and all the things he does. And then like 4 seasons later, you actually get his backstory, and it humanizes him.
Wow.
Kind of feel bad for him too.
Wow. That's great.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a good show anymore, but it was good storytelling.
Is it still a show?
It just ended maybe last year.
I thought they have like
Wow.
a spin-off.
They do. I never got into it though. Fear the Walking Dead. And also, there's a video game from Telltale, The Walking Dead. It's really good. You can download it on your phones. It's not a sponsor per se, but it's a really good game.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Actually,
now
download
we're
it.
at that segment where what words of encouragement would you like to leave our listeners and viewers?
Shoot. I don't know. I think, I guess to just trust your gut.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had trusted my gut at an earlier age, I might, I don't know. I feel like trusting your gut's really important. And I feel like the older we get, the more we tend to not listen to that or like be more in tune with ourselves. So I feel like that's something that I'm working on, and I feel like we could all work on, because your body knows a lot more than you think it does.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, I'm a full believer in like the mind, body, spirit. Like they're like separate but connected, and they're working together for this purpose. So I don't know. I think that would be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What didn't you trust your gut in the past that you wish you did?
Can I try?
I probably would have pursued something creative, like going into college, if I had trusted myself, because I had always grown up being a very, like, creative person. Like, I would write a lot. I was the person in every grade that I was in that, like, I'd be the person who would make the videos for the class. So, like, all video montages, stuff like that, I would be the one doing that kind of stuff. So I feel like I've always been just more creatively inclined. But I had to suppress a lot of that because I didn't think I'd be able to make a living out of it. But, yeah. But even now, like, even my job now is still
Oh, shit.
a little creative. And I'm able to make a living, so,
Yeah.
yeah. But, yeah.
Lovely.
Yep.
Love that for you.
Thanks. Lovely being here.
Oh, thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
coming.
coming.
Our
It's
day
been a long
one.
time coming.
Yes.
Our day one and crew. Even though,
You're gonna break that mic.
How am I gonna break? I was just adjusting it.
Okay. Well,
Why do we always
goodbye,
have to fight
everyone.
in
Thank you so much for being with us.
Bye, guys.